want my juice
Hey.
boxes, but I'm okay if you get Capri Sun too. I like tropical flavors like red. Don't be bringing me any blue or sour crap, okay? Yeah, I don't want Kool-Aid squishers. I mean, like a Capri Sun, a nice juice box. Look, Mitch is waiting on me. It's hilarious, isn't it? Look, it's so funny. He's so mad right now. Look how mad he is. All right, buddy, I gotta go. Hey, see you, nephew Kraft. Bye. What? That scamp. My chubby nephew. Yeah, but I'm still here. I'm here. I'm just here so I won't get fined. But I ain't got to be happy about it. Go ahead. Talk to the people, Mitchell. Talk to the people.
Well, I was going to say, welcome back to the show after you left us back at the beginning of last month, or I'm sorry, beginning earlier of this month. We do want to apologize for the show that we would have had this past Saturday night. Due to the weather, we were unable to have the show, but we are moving forward. We're going to go ahead and put that in the past, but
yeah, I mean, we need to leave just January in the past, just, yeah.
Well, my question to you is, Colton, is have you calmed down after the last show?
Listen, and look, I've been, I don't want to call it ridden up, but I've been reprimanded and have to pay a little stupid fine for storming off the show that I'm contractually obligated to be on. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't know if you're wanting an apology or what, but
I would like one. I mean, I know the fans would like one.
What happens when you push a man too far? And so I'm not going to apologize. I mean, there's just like, y'all can fire me, but I'm not going to apologize. So
firing you would be too easy.
Yeah, it would be, because y'all keep wanting to, sabotage me. So whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about with sabotage, but anyways.
It's a great. Did you ever Beastie Boys? Beastie Boys, Sabotage, great song. Classic.
That is. So is Brass Monkey.
Yeah,
but
Brass Monkey.
Let's not talk about music.
Tell me what you want.
What you really, really want.
I want you to fight for your right to party. No, go on with the podcast. Start the show. Whatever. Come on, Mitchell.
Well, let's go ahead. And I noticed we wasn't able to have the show in January. Uncle Colton and I accidentally bought the blue Kool-Aid squinters.
I'd bring them. Just bring them. We'll live with it.
But we want to go ahead and actually talk about February 10th. What we were supposed to have from the holiday fallout earlier this month, due to the weather, we actually went ahead and moved most of it to February 10th. And let's go ahead and get the flyer for that out right now. And you guys can go ahead and see what we're talking about. It's actually going to be Love Struck. And it's going to be right there, February 10th at 131 North 4th Street, right there at the Gym and Oil Trough, where we are not every single Saturday night, but the second Saturday of every month.
Yeah, with a few exceptions.
Right, and we'll be talking about that. But you can see right there, I mean, Ray Ivy has fully been cleared, and we will be talking with him later on, because I know he's going to give us a medical update on his situation as well. But since December 30th, how has Cash Industries been doing?
Man, we've been absolutely thriving. I mean, we've come together as a unit where we're all cohesive. We have the talent Shane Bridges. We got the dad, bod God, Stephen Parks, formerly known as Steve-O, and Kraft, the juice box guy. My nephew Kraft. He's not by blood, of course, but by choice. Nephew by choice. So,
see right here,
we're all together. We're a cohesive unit, and you know what? Mr. Bridges, the talent. He's the world heavyweight title holder. And then you know what? And soon I'm going to be a tag champion. And who knows what's in store for Kraft and Mr. Parks? Who knows?
I mean, you are using some big words there.
What, like thriving? Like, come on.
I just
And
want to know,
yes,
did you pick up the dictionary?
People don't know what thriving is. You don't know it like I do, but
Did you pick up the dictionary, the encyclopedia, or the thesaurus?
I'm a regular. I play a lot of categories. What's your record score on Scrabble? 5? Come on, kids.
We're not even going to talk about that.
Yep. They make a junior version if you want to feel better about yourself.
Well, real quickly, I want to say congratulations.
No, go ahead.
I want to say thank you to our newest member of the announce team that will be taking my place starting February 10th, and that is the American Cowboy, Jason Parnell from TNR. Jason, we want to say thank you for joining us here at Wrestling with Pride. We know you'll fit in just great. I've been hearing nothing but great things about you from Robbie, Terry from TNR. They say you're doing a great job there. We cannot wait to have you join us here at Wrestling with Pride.
I could care less. Won't you highlight my nephew's comment about how they should leave Uncle Colton alone? Thank you. Thank you, Kraft. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and bring on our first guest. And he's actually the match that was supposed to take place earlier this month will now be taking place as the main event of Love Struck. And that is none other than the authentic Ray Ivy taking on Casino in the death match from basically what's all started since September of 23. Now finally culminates this coming up month in February. Let's go ahead and bring him in. He is the authentic Ray Ivy.
What's going on, man?
Not much. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing a lot better since after my doctor's visit yesterday. It was my, I guess what you call 3-month post-op checkup. I got full clearance to go back to everyday activities, as he said it. But I do have full clearance to, return to the ring full time now. So that's a plus. And I know this is going to sound weird to a lot of people. To some people, I'm looking forward to the brutality for February 10th. Go ahead.
No, I mean, obviously, who I'm pulling for in this fight. I think a lot of wrong's been done to Casino with the arrest and all that. I've got the GoFundMe on the Aces Wild MySpace page. But anyway.
For his legal funds, putting his hands on the police officer, right?
Legal funds. He was attacked. What? I don't get me on to about all the injustices the man's faced. But hashtag justice for Casino. But let me tell you something. I've got respect for both of you as competitors. There's a professional respect there amongst you and I. There is. And I'm
professional respect 100%.
Yeah, but the brutality of this match. I mean, it is literally going to be off the charts because I know how crazy you are, and I know how crazy Casino is. So, listen, you don't want a front row seats to this one, kid, because there could be just stuff get on you. You don't want to get on you. You may want to sit in the third row, but this one's going to be worth the price of admission.
Absolutely. Very seldom do I do this, but I agree with you 100%. When this match takes place, front row probably will not be a good place to sit, which is why, we've come to an agreement, I guess in the front office or whatever, so to speak. Front row will be moved back a few feet this time. Because I've been doing this 22 years this coming Thursday. And I know Casino's been doing it longer than I have. And Thompson, you know this as well as I do. Colton, you know this as well as I do. This has been brewing for years. Me and Casino has done fans bring the weapons. We've done, barbed wire. We've done street fights. We've done, Falls Count Anywhere, whatever you want to call it. Street fight, Falls Count Anywhere, same thing to me. But the only difference is, street fight pins have to happen in the ring. But anyways, this has been brewing, and it's finally time to put an end to it once and for all. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I encourage everyone to come out and witness this. If you want to see a true death match, come witness this on February 10th. With that being said, here is my disclaimer. Here's my warning. This is not going to be for the weak at heart. This will be a match that I am willing to end my career in. To finish this once and for all.
All right, I do have one question, and
I'm not. Hold on one second. I'm not covered in scars like a lot of deathmatch wrestlers. I do not consider myself a deathmatch wrestler. I consider myself a professional wrestler that happens to do death matches. And yes, I stole that from Addis Cougar, however you pronounce his name. I'm not a deathmatch wrestler. I'm a professional wrestler that just happens to like to do death matches. I do have scars all over, on my body. There's a scar down the center of my back. There's scars on my arms. There's scars on my forehead. There's scars on my chest, my sides. I am willing to end my career this next show at Love Struck. And I really deeply hope that Casino is willing to do the same.
Well, Ray, in all the years that I've known you, I've seen you in basically all types of matches. This is actually within the last 6 years. This is your only, fourth total death match?
Yes.
Because the first one that I've seen you in is actually the one that took place at RWE back in April of 22.
It was the Pits of Hell death match.
Yes, against this will be the third one I've seen. That was the Pits of Hell triple threat tag team death match between you, at the time, your best friend, Shane Bridges, taking on DFP and Black Magic, where you guys held the tag team titles and was not able to keep them. Then fast forward almost a year later.
No, I was not.
Fast forward a year later, you go against Lee Michaels for the RWE Heavyweight Championship match in a death match where you was unable to keep the title and lost it to Lee Michaels then. Going from
absolutely,
those
and not being a smart aleck, not being a smart ass. Would you be able to kick out after being powerbombed through a plate glass, sheet of glass that was on fire?
No.
That's what happened between me and Lee. I got powerbombed. I don't see how, because it wasn't very high. I was sitting on Lee's shoulders.
I
mean, but that's neither here nor there. The thing is,
but taking a 15-foot splash from Lee Michaels at the top of the RWE stage.
That right there is a comment that I 100% agree with. This match will affect both mine and Casino's lives. I know there's people out there that say deathmatch wrestling is not professional wrestling. And they have their right to that opinion. But at the same time, when we started WWP, one thing we said was we will pride ourselves on having multiple styles. We have a mix. We have the style for just about everybody out there. We have a style that coexists within WWP. We have, somebody that just said, "What's up, fellas?" we have Red James, old school Southern slobber knocking, brawling. Oh, I'm gonna say almost old Memphis style.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Shane, the high flying style. Then you got Josh Cross, a mixture, high flying, brawling, technical, whatever you want. Somebody that's making their return this weekend, or their debut, not return, their debut. Triple J. I had the pleasure, I had the honor, privilege, whatever you want to call it, to step in the ring with him this past Saturday at TNR. That kid has a bright future in this business.
I mean, it runs in his family.
Exactly. Now, this style, me and Casino, it's not a style that you see on very many cards here in Arkansas. Why? Because not only is it it's dangerous to people's careers, it takes years off people's lives. But Thompson,
I mean, I got to agree with that right there. Deathmatch is wrestling just like technical.
Exactly.
I mean,
go ahead, Colton.
No, I mean, I mean, this don't. I know what this is going to do to you. I know it's going to do to Casino, and I don't know. I really hate that it's come to this, and it's the only way to.
It's and I do too. Now, don't get me wrong. I love deathmatch wrestling. I mean, I've told you before. I've told Thompson before. I love watching it. It's not something you can do every week because I mean, I've seen people get injured. I've seen people get paralyzed. But at the same time, Michael, you'll remember this. I made a statement right after that triple threat tag team death match. Deathmatch wrestling is an art, just like professional wrestling. Technically, it's an art. Deathmatch wrestling does not get the respect it deserves, in my opinion. I will be an advocate, and I will make sure that deathmatch wrestling stays alive in Arkansas as long as I am able to make that
absolutely
happen.
And I can right here, I don't know, Ray, if you can see the comment, if you want me to show it because of the word that it says in there, but screw
you
it.
Can flash it up real quick.
We're about to see some ECW right here.
Yeah.
This is actually, in a way, yes, but for the ones that really don't know what deathmatch wrestling is, look up CZW, look up GCW, look up Japanese deathmatch wrestling on YouTube. All those styles will be compelled into one match coming up February 10th.
A lot of people, Colton Cash will understand where I'm coming from here. And I'm not knocking people when I say their names because they are an artist in the art of deathmatch wrestling. I'm not going to take nothing away from Nick Cage. I'm not going to take nothing away from, GCW in general. I'm not going to take nothing away from, hold on, John Wayne Murdoch. I'm not going to take nothing away from Madman Pondo. But the originators of deathmatch wrestling is two of my idols, Terry Funk and Mick Foley. They were some of the few that started deathmatch wrestling in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're the ones that
yes, they're the king of hardcore. They're hardcore legend, but they're also deathmatch wrestling legends.
Right.
Well,
in my personal opinion,
the key word there is wrestling. It's wrestling, and it's.
Thank you. For once, I'll say thank you.
You're welcome. It's a dangerous form of wrestling.
Yes, absolutely. And now I will turn it over to DJ Mike T. And Sabu, one of the greatest to ever step foot in the ring in regards to his style.
Right. And he's actually coming out of retirement to get back into wrestling.
Yeah. I know I wouldn't advise it.
Ray, our pocketbooks are not that big.
Like, oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, with all due respect, he's gave us everything he's had for years. Man, enjoy your retirement while you can still walk, bro.
I was actually read an article on him just the other day, and he stated in there, I don't miss the theatrics. I miss the fans.
And that's why we do what we do. That's why we do what we do. Abdullah the Butcher, one of the most popular in that style. Now the man can barely walk because he gave his life and his body to the sport. But February 10th, fans, come out. What we want to welcome y'all back, to a Love Struck. February 10th will absolutely be well worth the price of admission. Not just by all means, the death match between me and Casino will be worth the price of admission alone. But at the same time, we have a stat card for you.
Right. And we'll be going through the card here just shortly.
What's up? Absolutely. Again, thank y'all for having me on. We'll turn it back over to you two fellas. If I can quit hiccuping after eating tacos.
All right. Again, thank you for joining us. And I know February 10th, everybody's looking forward to it. And I'll be talking to you later on this week because we got some information that we got to talk about.
10-4, roger that.
All right.
Colton, have a nice night.
You enjoy your evening. Enjoy your evening.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I heard you had a challenge.
Yeah.
Hey folks, have you locked yourself out of your vehicle, or maybe you're stranded on the side of the road? Well, have no fear, because Scorpion Towing and Recovery LLC is your first choice source for towing services and roadside assistance. Again, they also specialize in lockout services as well. Their clients appreciate their fast dispatch times and competitive rates. So if you are stuck on the side of the road, well, let's change that. Give the guys at Scorpion Towing and Recovery LLC a call, 870-569-7743. Again, your first choice source for towing services and roadside assistance should be Scorpion Towing and Recovery LLC, 870-569-7743.
And we are back. I want to talk to you real quick about the match that's coming up February 10th between Ray and Casino. We already know who you're going for, but...
Well, me and Ray obviously have a lot. Well, there's professional respect, but there's professional issues.
Right. So, with this match coming up, though, what are your expectations out of it?
I hope them two get the closure they need. That's it. Obviously, when it comes to this, it's getting very, very, very personal and heated, and I just hope them two get the closure they need.
Right.
And I hope it's not the end for either one of them. Obviously, I'd like to get rid of Ray, but you hate for anyone's career to end in a dump like Oil Trough, Arkansas. But speaking of ending things, I have a nuisance that I need to deal with. A nuisance. You see, as you know, as I negotiated, because I'm with my Brazilian negotiating skills, is myself and the ego killer Jordan Cross, March 16th, whatever name you want to name the show, it should be named the Coronation of Aces Wild as your inaugural WWP Tag Team Champions. But who are we going to face? So I've got a challenge that I want to lay out. I'm going to get rid of a nuisance. So I tell you what.
I want to hear this.
Azul, Tormenta, Logan Light. Here's my proposal. Azul will take on an opponent of my choosing. And do you want to know who I'm going to choose? No, I can save that for later. But then Logan Light will take on yours truly, the GOAT. Now, all they have to do, because listen, this is so in the bag. It's in the bag. If any one of these two kids can win one of the matches, they just got to win one of them. Just got to win one of them. Then they will get a tag title shot March 16th at the coronation of Aces Wild. Huh? I mean, what a deal. But hey, when y'all lose, go away. Get out of my life.
You know that's funny. That's very funny. I just got done texting Azul. I've been listening to all this and that, and we accept your challenge.
Fantastic.
I'll see you February 10th. But I want you to understand that what started in December is not anywhere near finished. You want to become the inaugural Wrestling with Pride Tag Team Champions? Nah, over my dead body.
Well, that can be arranged, first off. That can be arranged. And by the way, I was messaging your cousin this afternoon, and he just want to let you know that me and him both have airtight alibis for your accident. We were nowhere near there. So I was in the comfort of my ranch. Jordan was in his luxury apartment in New England.
If you're hoping my car wreck that you somehow had nothing to do with, which I'll give you the benefit of the doubt you didn't, and I'll say that. I'll admit that.
Airtight.
You had nothing to do with it. Weather conditions were bad. But if you think that's going to stop me from getting to Oil Trough, no. I've already got a ride there. I'll be there February 10th. And you better hope that you can figure out that wall is not a 90-degree angle and you fall off, because you ain't no mountain goat.
Hey, Logan.
Mountain goat.
Yes.
I do have some good news for you. It may not be so much good news for Colton Cash, but hey, Colton, do you remember the name Night Train Wayne?
Yes, the man. He threw me once. He was Night Train Wayne.
He's coming February 10th.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna probably end up reffing both our matches or some crap like that. Hasn't the Arkansas Officials Union gotten enough complaints on this man?
Here's the messages right here.
I can't read that.
February 20th, Night Train Wayne, will be the head official for both Colton Cash and Shane's matches.
That's right. You predicted it. Azul will be taking on none other than your Wrestling with Pride World Heavyweight Champion, the talent Shane Bridges. That's right. Azul will fall victim to Shane Bridges. Then Logan, you will fall victim to myself. And then you just need to go away. Go away.
I'm not going away until I've won those Wrestling with Pride Tag Team Championships. You see, I've held gold across this state, a heavyweight title, a mid-card title. All I'm missing is a tag title to my name.
Well,
and this is an opportunity to get it. And I want to give Azul that opportunity as well. So if you think I'm just fighting for myself, I'm not. I'm fighting for Azul as well. And I'm a very dangerous opponent in that ring.
I agree. Oni, 100% I agree. And I want to say something about Oni. Them kids better not be calling him Oni Baloney. They better not do it. Whoever has that sign will be I'll have it confiscated and torn up. And better not be bringing your Barney sucks signs either.
Oh, bring them all. Bring them all. I love to see that.
Yeah. Well, I hate, you're the, okay, whatever. let me tell you something. You're the only hope of your team. You realize, Azul, it's all going to be on you. It's all going to be on you because you know what? Shane's going to wrestle Azul first. Shane will win. Then all the pressure will be right there on your shoulders. And let me tell you a title I've never held. I've never held a mid-card title, kid, because you know why? I've never been in the middle of the card. I'm always in the main event scene. I'm always in the championship scene. That's what I do.
Well, here's my question to you, Colton Cash. What if Azul does pull the upset on the Shane Bridges? Then what?
Why? Is Shane going to come drunk, fall down, and hurt himself? Because that's the only way that's going to happen. That's the only way that's going to happen. You know, stuff will come back, get lost, and be like, where am I at? I mean, that's the only way.
Crazier things have happened in the world of professional wrestling.
Yeah, but this is reality, kid. It's just reality.
We'll see.
Logan, I do want to ask you a couple questions. Since making your debut December 30th, what was your initial reaction after getting the call from Azul to come to that show, to be in that match with him?
He laid it out to me, and I'm not going to lie, hearing that it was going to be my cousin that was in the ring, it felt like a mountain I had to climb. It really did, because I watched Jordan Cross growing up. I've seen him in the ring, probably under different names at that time, but I've watched him. And it felt like I was in his shadow up until this point now, because he's off in the New England area probably right now. Is that not right, Colton?
That is correct. He's in New England.
And I'm making my name.
New England, Maine area.
Right. And I'm out here making my name in the southern area, Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, Texas, Oklahoma, making a name for myself here in professional wrestling, following kind of probably in his footsteps. But it was also a relief, a chance to break out of that shadow and show the world who I am and that I'm not just Jordan Cross's cousin. So I happily accepted that. To reunite Congo Force, which we're discussing a name change that team, maybe thinking about Lightning Storm. That has a nice ring to it, to the team name. But it was a moment that I could not pass up. And it was a surreal moment stepping out in front of the fans at Wrestling with Pride for the first time. And I loved the atmosphere. I loved the energy that they gave me that night and the warm welcome they gave me.
Well, I know I knew you had some prior arrangements already for the January show that we had, so I knew you would have made it. But going into this match, now that you heard the challenge officially, what are your thoughts going into the match, knowing that you're facing Colton Cash, who's only wrestled is basically his second match in 10 years?
Nah, it's like 4. So
second match in 4 years when I'm wrestling weekend in, weekend out, 2 times a weekend at this point for several different promotions already. I am on my A game. I've beaten world champions at their longest and at their best. I've beaten some of the best U.S. champions that this territory has to offer. Colton, you're nothing special. You're rusted. I'm sharp. I know what I can bring to this table for this team, and I can secure this victory and meet you in March for those tag titles.
Well, no, and I see what you're saying. You know, but just because I haven't been that active in the world of professional wrestling, you act like I've been laying around on the couch doing nothing. You know where I've been? I've been to New York City winning the New York Open. I've been to California winning the Long Beach Open. I've been to Master Worlds. I've had MVP, Montel Vontavious Porter, look at me, shake my hand, and call me, hey, nice to meet you, Professor Clark. Come to my gym next time you're in Houston. And I've taken him up on that invite. I've went and trained with them guys. Because you know what? Because at the end of the day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag your silly butt down to the mat. I'm going to get you on the mat, and then I'm going to show you that there's levels to this game. Hey, if we're standing, clanging, and banging, maybe you got a chance, but you and I both know you don't want that to hit the mat, kid, because it's going to be a bad day. Because the mat's the ocean, and I'm the shark.
And you might be the shark, but there's always a bigger fish in the sea. You're about to meet him. But I'll give you your props. You've met with some big names, and that does make me nervous. But there is no time for nerves when you're swimming with sharks. There is no time for that. It's time for the A game. It's time to get down to brass tacks and get this done.
Well, I'm going to wish you luck, and I hope, because let's just call it like it is. You got to at least say that Azul's going to be a heavy underdog versus the world heavyweight champion. It is what it is. If the shoe was on the other foot, I would say, yeah, the pressure is going to come down on you. And I really, really, really hope you can handle it.
I've been in tough situations before. This is not the first. I believe and I am confident in my skill. And I believe and I am confident in Azul Tormenta. Absolutely. He's the underdog. But he is an underdog that you got to watch out for. Just like my thing up under here says, I'm the Steen to his Generico. Cornbread called it best when he said we're the next kind of evolution of that. Generico has won some big titles. Don't knock Azul out until he's down and out.
Hey, you know what? He's always got a puncher's chance. He's always got a puncher's chance. In the day, all it takes is 3 seconds. And sometimes it takes an old man to wander in the ring and the referee make a bad call. Sometimes that's what happens. We need to get a silver alert on the old mad chef.
Well, Logan, I appreciate you joining us tonight. Again, February 10th, it is signed, it's official. It will be you and Colton Cash. And then later on in the night, it will be the Wrestling with Pride heavyweight champion Shane Bridges taking on Azul. Basically, in a match to determine, according to Colton Cash and Jordan Cross.
Hey, you're the co-owner. Do you approve? Do you approve, or do we need to wait and get Ray's brother-in-law on here?
The match is official. I'm trying to get to. I've already said it was official.
Okay. And
I'm getting to the point is, can they overcome the odds to be able to make it to March, to be able to fight for the Wrestling with Pride Tag Team Championship belts? The matches are official.
All right. Great. Good luck to you, Logan, because believe me, you're going to need it, and I hope you can handle the pressure.
I'll see you February 10th. I wish you luck.
I can't wait to see you, and I'm going to strangle you.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got one more match we're going to talk about, and it's going to be a good one.
Planning a wedding, party, school dance, or event? ST Entertainment can help you with all of your audio needs. Whether it is formal, semi-formal, or casual, whether it is a large venue or small, ST Entertainment has you covered with the best music, party lights, and high-quality sound for your events needs. ST Entertainment has a huge music selection from all music genres, and we can cater to your music tastes, and that of your guests. Call us today for a quote before your special day is booked up, and let ST Entertainment help make your event unforgettable for you and all of your guests. 870-262-7742. That's 870-262-7742. Call today.
You didn't really? Okay. Man, yeah, don't be, listen, Mitchell's stupid. He falls for crap like that. Oh, okay. Well, no, I mean, if you want to get you your own drinks, then get you your own drinks. I mean, just be sure you have them. Look at, hey, are you watching right now? Look how annoyed Thompson is. Look how annoyed he is. God, he's so mad. Look how mad he is. Look how mad. All right, buddy. Hey, hey, bye. Love you, nephew. All right, bye. What's up, Thompson? Just talking to my nephew Kraft.
You crack me up sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, the next match I want to talk about, and it's kind of been mentioned throughout in our comments. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. Member of the Unknown Order, Oni, said, "I'll be there if Josh Cross retires." That actually brings up a good point because they technically were both, him and Void were both suspended for the month of January due to the effect of both of them attacking Josh Cross and Zach Daniels after the tables match. And I know you said something about it that,
well, I mean,
you thought it was justified that the Unknown Order
his nose in somebody else's business again. You know, I mean, it's a nonstop thing. It's a nonstop thing. And these people are so mean to poor. They're calling Oni baloney. They're saying Void looks like a gargoyle on crack. These things are hurtful. And you know what? And Josh came out there and stuck his nose in the business, in their business. Had no right getting in the Unknown Order's business.
Well, it has been made official. February 10th, it will be the team of Josh Cross and Zach Daniels taking on the Unknown Order of Void and Oni. I want to get your thoughts on that.
I think it's going to be a heck of a match. I mean, obviously, you know, you wanted the table match to settle things between Zach and Oni, because obviously, you know, it's gotten personal, and there's been, you know, they've been beaten up in front of old trucks with trees growing through it. I mean, there's just been all kinds of things that that's happened, you know, getting, you know, the creepy vacation yeah, that's exactly Oni baloney and the gargoyle on crack. So where was I? But I mean, it's gotten so personal. You hope there'd be closure. That's why I said what I said between Ray and Casino is that I hope they got the closure they needed, because obviously that did not happen in this case. That you wanted a closure to the feud, and it just didn't happen. And so, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I see Oni's here in the comments. Ali X is in the comments. They're telling you, like, look, you stuck your nose in somebody else's business, and you shouldn't have done that. And now there's consequences. And Josh, you got left laying. You stuck your nose in somebody else's business again, and you got left laying. You stuck your nose in my business. You got sued because your wife thought it was necessary to injure my enormous genitalia.
And then it ended up being a match where you basically got choked out purple.
Why are you bringing up old stuff? Move on. We're talking about this. You know, you're bringing up the past.
You brought up the past about Josh Cross being sued, but yet you challenged any member of the Cross family that if you lost, you would drop the lawsuit. And what happened?
You're bringing up old stuff again. You listen. I happen to know you're not smart to be an archaeologist. So let's move on. So this match, Unknown Order versus Josh Cross and Zachy Poo, right?
Zach Daniels, yes.
Zachy Poo, Zach Daniels. You know, very entertaining kid. But here's the thing. The Unknown Order, they're a born and bred tag team. This is what they do. This is what they do. They're a tag team. You're throwing Josh Cross. Well, I hope Void is enjoying vacation. I hope it's somewhere nice. And I hope it's peaceful, unlike Zach's vacation. Listen, once again, bringing up old stuff. It was photoshopped. It was fake like the moon landing. It was faked. And the sun was in my eyes. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah. So anyway, the moon landing was faked. Go on, Mitch.
Well, besides that tag match, plus the other matches that we have already announced, I just received a video of a call out. Maybe you can make something of it.
Wrestling with pride. A land filled with lions, tigers, and bears. Only the most notorious would dare go there. Under the big top they host an animal that's a spectacle to most. The TNR heavyweight champion. The gigantic gorilla. Chaos. A man I know from long ago. No longer a friend, only a foe. Chaos, you know the book club's motto. Hold gold in every division and every rank. Get the pin, get the win, and head to the bank. And you know, Professor P, I'm far from greedy. And I don't want a lot, just everything you got. And when it comes to business, I don't get my hands bloody. Believe me when I say, I got a buddy. The 747, a man built like a tank. The one who keeps Professor P in line at the bank. The giant, Big John G. And as the Idaho to Mexico, great talent takeover leads us to the putrid place known as Old Trough, Arkansas. February 10th, the circus can finally leave town because everyone's favorite gorilla gets put down.
It looks like we've got a challenge that has been laid out to Chaos the Gorilla, apparently by somebody that knows Chaos extremely well. I just found out that the gentleman's name is Professor P, and the guy that he's bringing in with him is none other than Big John G.
I'm unfamiliar with John G. And I'm also, obviously he appears to be a mammoth of a human being. And who knows, maybe Chaos finally meets his match. Because, like I said, Chaos needs to leave Kraft alone. That's one thing that needs to happen immediately. Chaos, leave that kid alone, or bad things will happen. But I think John G and Professor P here, who, heck of a wordsmith.
I can't deny it.
Yeah, no, I mean, just brilliant. Obviously another mastermind like myself, and I'm looking forward to meeting him, and I'm looking forward to, because, listen, me and you both know Chaos is too dumb not to accept. He's too dumb to go like, no, I'm biting off more than I can chew if I do this, because he's too dumb, because he doesn't have Kraft leading him and pointing him in the right direction anymore. So I really do. I hate it, and bad things are going to happen.
And right here, Rob Shirley right here said it perfectly. I mean, he is no longer the TNR heavyweight champion, and that is true. But I think when that video package was made before and then got sent in just a few moments ago. But my biggest question now is, will Chaos accept for February the 10th?
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Well, Cornbread, sorry.
Cornbread.
You reminded me of him.
What kind of
Actually,
you to call me the wrong name?
Actually,
you
actually made me miss him tonight.
Never call you the wrong name.
You do every single Tuesday night or every Saturday night we're at the show. My name is not Mitch.
What? What is your name?
Mike.
All right, Matthew. Let's go on.
Well, Colton. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
We have a stat card for February 10th with more matches to be announced.
I mean, just the 4 that are announced are all bangers. Every one of them. Except for my 2. They'll be cakewalks.
Well, you never know. Azul or Logan could easily pull an upset win over you or Shane.
Unlikely.
But again, for Colton Cash, I'm the voice, DJ Mike T. We'll see you guys next Tuesday night for our go-home show just before February 10th, Love Struck. And again, I'll go ahead and pull that up real quickly so everybody can see it. 131 North 4th Street right there in Oil Trail, Arkansas at the gym. Doors are going to open at 5:30 with the bell time between 7 and 7:15. If you guys want to get on the floor seats, it'll be $10 a person. You guys want to get in the general admission section, we'll be right there in the bleachers, $8 a person. If you guys want to reserve seats, message us here on the page. We will be more than glad to get those reserved for you. Also, message the page if you guys want to do the VIP package. We will have more information on that as time gets closer. Once again, don't forget this February 10th, Love Struck. But for Colton Cash and Shane Bridges, will they fall in love with the wins or will they get struck with losses?